All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to say Kol Hello, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. The honors go out to our apostles, elders of Great Millstone, who will teach well. Shalom Mabarakim to you brothers and sisters out there. All right, this is the brother Malachi from the Great Millstone Nashville camp. And Lord willing that this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. I just wanted to go, briefly into this topic of GMOs, which I'm not really going to be going in depth of GMOs and what they are, but just, because truth be told, we don't even really need to do that. All right, just the fact that something is being genetically modified, and you always have those people that try to say, well, it has benefits. Well, the earth, if it's ran in its proper course and it's taken care of, already had those benefits, and much more so. Right, because I've always wondered, even, I would say, I think even before the truth, you look at canned fruit and fruit cups, and it's like, where's all the nutrients that they be saying is in fruit? Where's all the fiber? Where is all this stuff at? It's because a lot of it's fake, okay? And, a big thing I've been hearing over the past, year or two as well is especially the American diet, a major thing that it lacks is fiber. All right, which fiber is a major thing that you need for your digestive system, and a lot of times people struggle to get it. Now what I recommend, if you want like a quick fiber drink, there's a prebiotic soda, and I know a lot of people when they hear soda are thinking of Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Mountain Dew. I'm not talking about that. All right, it's called Olipop, and it's a plant-based prebiotic soda. And I believe the cans have 8 or 9 grams of fiber in them. Okay, along with prebiotics for your is it pre or pro? Let me just look it up real quick. Prebiotics, botanicals, and plant fiber. Yeah, non-GMO. And it's low sugar too, which they sweeten it with a plant, I'm pretty sure. Now, I'm not saying you got to drink this, but I'm saying I try to drink these, occasionally, especially the cream soda one. That shit's good as hell, but it's got fiber in it. Now, I heard that poppy really is exaggerated. It's really not as good as people say it is. It's not horrible, but it doesn't have as many benefits, and Olipop is the best option if you want to have a drink that will give you fiber. Okay, and then here's the ingredients. Which, like I said, it's not perfect by any means, but it's definitely better than a lot of other things out there. And then we also like to drink kombuchas. I really like the Synergy brand because I believe that's the raw one. But, yeah, just, in case you wanted to, you can get them at Walmart, Kroger. You can get them pretty much anywhere now. Even certain gas stations may have a certain flavor or something, But, and they do taste, if you're still drinking soda, you need to stop. All right, don't continue to drink that battery acid BS. It's gonna kill you, man. It's horrible. And if you're I want a carbonated tasting drink, well, they even of Olipop, they even have a vintage cola one that has a little bit of green tea caffeine in it, and it tastes a lot like a Coca-Cola. Okay, they got a root beer one, orange soda, so. There you go. But this is not an ad for Olipop. So I just wanted to bring that out. So what it says here is GMOs, or genetically modified organisms. So anything genetically modified. So what immediately comes to my mind is a scientist. And it's not just a scientist, okay? Because Esau has the power in his hand to make the earth better. But instead, he does the opposite, all right? He is the man that opposes the Most High God in every aspect. And I want to go ahead and get this real quick. Genesis chapter 1, verse 31. Salakia. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day, and that the end of that shows that our days begin at sunset. Okay, right now the sun usually sets like 7:10 or something. So that's the start of a new day when the sun goes down. All right, but it says God saw everything that he had made, which we know this is Elohim. All right, the powers, the elect, the first spirits that Yahushua created. All right, headed by Yahushua. Okay, but everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. It was Tawab. So it didn't need to be genetically modified. Okay, it needed to be cared to and cultivated, I believe is the word. Let me look that up real quick. Because a lot of people probably don't know, but we even had a land Sabbath to give the earth a break, and Esau just overdoes it. All right, it says, well, was that it? There we go, in farming. To prepare and use for the raising of crops. Planting, growing, sowing the seed. The point is, everything that we need, we can get from the earth. All right, we don't need to genetically modify anything. But, of course, we know, being in 2025, especially being in Babylon, not only are we drinking these poisonous, terrible philosophies, well, which we're no longer doing that, but we were. A lot of our people are drunk off that wine of Babylon. We also are literally being poisoned, destroyed by the food we eat and what we drink. Overconsumption of alcohol, okay? Candy. Shouldn't be eating candy. You don't want, and I mean, they have healthier candy out there, like certain plant-based candy. I think they got candy that even got fiber in it, right? Which, of course, is going to be more expensive, but you can just eat nature's candy if you want fruit. Now, I'm not saying it's like his diet must be on point. No, trust me, I need to work on my overconsumption of certain things. I need to work on doing better myself, which is why I wanted to go ahead and bring this lesson out. Because I'm talking to myself first and foremost. We can't continue to eat the things that we eat and drink the things that we drink. Okay, we need to do better. And you need to be drinking a lot of water too. Not too much. All right, because that's actually bad. I actually, when I was a kid, I was thinking that, your urine needed to be clean. Or not clean, but clear. Well, which really is not clean because it's waste coming out your kidneys, I believe. But clear, but what that really means is you drank too much. All right, you want your pee to be, I think they say just a hint of yellow. Okay, if it's completely clear, then either that's because you drank way too much water, which doesn't mean you're going to die. Now you can die if you drink way, way too much water, but you're nowhere near that, And what was the other thing I was going to say? Shit. It's like it. I lost my train of thought. Obviously, you don't want it to be dark. Oh, yeah, it can sometimes be clear if you drink. Like, if you, might be a Friday night and you had, a couple of shots and a beer or something. It might be clear. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm hydrated. No, it's clear because when you drink alcohol, it has you go to the bathroom. So your body's releasing water. All right, which is why, people constantly stress the importance of staying hydrated, especially during times like that. Or when you're sweating a lot, anything, or if you have the runs, anything that is causing a lot of water or fluids that empty out of your body needs to be replenished. It's a lot like your car. Okay, if your car ain't got no oil or different fluids like transmission, brake, it's not going to function properly. Okay, it's the same thing with our bodies. So Mark chapter 16, verse 18, I wanted to get this. It says, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. And we're waiting for that spiritual power. That's going to be a beautiful thing. All right, but drink any deadly thing, like poison, it will not hurt them. We're already, because any and every day it could be your last cheeseburger. Any and every day it could be your last soda. Any and every day, which you shouldn't be. Once again, you shouldn't be drinking soda. All right, and if you're gonna have a cheeseburger, well, it's best to make it at your house. Most definitely, and then you can control what's all on there and what's going into it. Because American cheese is trash. Okay, I don't, and it's very hard to avoid if you're eating out. But when you make things yourself, then you can use different things like that. Or you could just have a hamburger. Avoid the cheese. You have a lettuce wrap hamburger. You could, chop up the hamburger and put it in a bowl, with rice. Or there's a lot of things you can do without, going to McDonald's. Nobody should be going to McDonald's. Okay, but even in the healthiest aspects, when we make changes in our diet, it's still somehow, some way, there's going to be poison somewhere in there. An article came out today on Newsbreak talking about how chewing a piece of gum releases a lot of microplastics, just one piece, which it has been linked to cancer and dementia. It's like, what the hell? That's what inspired this lesson, because you can't eat or drink shit without fucking yourself up somehow. And that's a shame. But that's because of who rules this earth. So let me get this. Close that out real quick. Grab this over here. Job chapter 9, verse 24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So Malachi 1:4 lets us know that the wicked are Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. We shouldn't have to even really tell people that he's the one that rules the earth, because it's always obvious. It's very obvious. Everywhere you look, he makes it known that he rules the earth. Okay, starting with the elite banker families, the so-called Illuminati. And people always try to play stupid when that question is, given to them. Who rules the earth? Oh, the government. No, bro, stop being stupid, man. You know what the hell we're talking about. Who runs the government? Okay? It's bigger than the government. The government is just the people you see. What about the people you don't see that control the government? Well, you're just a conspiracy theorist. Okay, well, I don't know why you're on my page watching this video. Because if you really think that the so-called Illuminati to this day is not real, and that there aren't demonic forces that are controlling this earth, even though the Bible tells you that, spiritual wickedness in high places, we're fighting against principalities and the rulers of the darkness of this world. If all that means nothing to you, and you really believe that, the government has some corrupt people, but there's still a chance, there's still hope. Well, we got Trump now, so you're far behind, okay? And then the second part of that, he covered the face of the judges. The judges is the Israelites. He's covered over, which we don't have actual images of God and his son, of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. We have depictions. Okay, but they take those depictions and they change them to look like themselves. And then also the actual Israelites themselves as well. The prophets. All right, every time you look up a prophet, they all resemble so-called Jesus Christ, Serapis Christos in the face. And then they have a big-ass bald spot. All right, which, it's not saying men didn't have that. Okay, but I'm saying they make all, like Yahweh now always says, they make all these prophets, when you look them up, look like old, wrinkled, white, bald men. With a schmitty, through, hurt, just laying down somewhere. It's like, that's not the prophets, man. Okay? And that's why it says right there, too, where and who is he? If not, where and who? If this isn't the devil, if this isn't the wicked, if these aren't the people that are committing iniquity in the earth, then who the hell is? He's at the forefront of all of it. All right, the scriptures liken him unto death. And this food thing is a small example of that. Well, really, it's a big example. But the food, big pharma, his military, the way he goes around just ravaging people. Okay, how he puts drugs and guns into the communities of Jake. And yes, that is real. That does happen. All right. Esau is literally, bro. It's really a shame that we even got to constantly prove who the devil is and what he's doing. Like, you people actually don't see it every day. Every day he's doing diabolical deeds. All right, let me grab these last two. I'll grab this. Ezekiel 4:13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. Salakia. Which shows also we're scattered, right? And wherever we're at, but especially here in America, we're eating defiled bread. Which I got the word for defiled. Which actually, before I get that word, because this scripture mentions defiled as well. See, everything with Esau is defiled. Isaiah 24:5, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So the earth is defiled under Esau Edom. Is he not an inhabitant? Right? And look what defile means. It says to desecrate, profane, to make foul or dirty. Also, you can read that. You see what it says. Not going to say it because I don't want this video to get taken down. Deflower, trample down, violate, ill-treat, dishonor. To render foul, down here. Make unclean or impure. If I could highlight this. Good Lord. To become foul, rot. So I think the point has been made on that. That is exactly what he has done. But the good news is Sirach 10:4. So we don't have to deal with this forever. Okay, we just got to continue to remain patient. And like King David say, wait, I say, on the Lord. We just got to wait on Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. And, we'll be good. This devil's going to be taken down and we're not going to have to worry about any of this ever again. Why do you have to buy a certain brand of toothpaste? Otherwise you might get cancer. Why is everything linked to cancer or some other disease? You got what was that, a few months ago, Band-Aids? Jake can't even put a fucking Band-Aid on now without damn microplastics and bullshit going into his bloodstream. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? What is going on? And you can't tell me that this man couldn't make Band-Aids out of something that doesn't do that. That's the thing. Well, then you just need to get the more expensive version. Why the hell does any version have this shit in it? I don't give a fuck if it's at Dollar General. Why the fuck does it have all that shit in there? Well, why is the simplest food items have 80 ingredients, but then overseas it's got 5? Like, what? And nobody has a problem with that. Okay? Because because changing your diet is definitely important. It's crucial. It's absolutely crucial. But that's the difference between the men of the Lord and some of these health people out here. Because these health people, yeah, it's all about the health and exercising and juicing. All that stuff is amazing and important, but they are avoiding the main issue at here. They're avoiding the main problem. They're avoiding the elephant in the room. Okay, because the apostles and elders are telling us to get our diet in order and to exercise. But at the same time, they're acknowledging that the root cause, the actual disease of the earth, and the reason these things are like that is Esau Edom. Okay, because there wasn't no crazy diet plan back in the ancient world. Okay, Jake didn't have to, we already had jobs that, required us to lift and to move around and to be active. It wasn't no office jobs. Okay, everybody was already walking and active, and, Jake, I guarantee, was working out. Jake had good diets, had fish, had different grains, certain breads, all right, protein, fruits, vegetables. But now you got Hershey bars and gummy worms and McDonald's and Coca-Cola. And that's if you even drink Coca-Cola. A lot of our people don't have a lot of money, so they're drinking an even worse version than that. Dr. Thunder. What the hell is that? It's sad, man. Cheez-Its, okay? It says 100% real cheese. Like, no, you can't, man. We just got to get out of here, bro. That's the ultimate thing. But while we're here, we need to make sure we take care of ourselves to the best of our ability. All right. So, Lord, when that this lesson was edifying, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Ba'ashem Rechak Kodash, the honors the apostle, El's Great Millstone, Shalom.